guys get shut out all year. Is there something missing from the start, or did you like what you saw but just couldn't get one through?
Yeah, I thought they were a little bit better than us in the first, and I thought we were a little better than them in the second and third, despite not scoring. I thought it was a really good game. I don't know if anybody else felt that way. There was a high-level game there tonight. Yeah, I mean, we had enough chances, I think, to score because our goalie played well.
Guessing you're a little less eager to talk about the power play, but what have you liked and what have you liked a little less as far as you got first unit reconfigured, second unit still cold? What are you saying positive and negative, I guess?
Well, I mean, we had looks, right? I mean, we had some really good looks, so I would have liked to have been talking about how it was great that they got a big and important goal, right? Yeah, but that's the difference in the game, clearly. They scored one. We didn't get any despite all our opportunities. And, it's a difference maker, both positively and negatively. And right now, we're not getting it done there. That's the bottom line.
Jim, for a few reasons, this big season for Quinton Byfield, a lot of expectation. Through 20 games, he's got 9 points and only 2 goals. What's maybe not going right for you there? And are you developing any kind of concerns for his game?
No, I mean, he's had chances that he hasn't scored, right? Had one right at the end of the back post, had 2 in the back post tonight, just not quite close. So I'm not concerned. I mean, I understand why he gets evaluated on points. That's the easiest thing to do, the easiest way to evaluate it, and that's usually how people get paid. But we're patient with him. He's trying. He's doing his job, as best he can for the team. So we're not concerned. We'd like him to see him score more. I'm sure he feels that too.
You mentioned those chances at the back post. One, he gets a stick tied up, the other stick breaks. I mean, was that kind of emblematic of the kind of puck luck he's been having, and how do you keep a player's confidence high, especially a younger player when he's going through a stretch like that?
Right. It's hard. I mean, I can try, but mostly he's got to just within. You just have to believe in yourself. And he's had tough stretches before that he's come out of. You know what I mean? If anybody's faced adversity, it's been him through the first run of his career here. So he's been through that. He'll get through it. But he wasn't alone. We had other guys, with really good looks that, one of them had to go. Just didn't happen.
How frustrating is it not to be able to get on a run with your team? You haven't won 3 in a row yet.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
up in 1 down, 1 loss. How frustrating?
I didn't even know that. So thanks for pointing it out. I don't know. I think we've played pretty good hockey. You know what I mean? And it's hard to win, and it's results based. I get it. We all understand that. But we want to just say, are we playing good hockey? Are we? And I thought, geez, for the last 40 minutes we played really, really well. So as disappointed as I am, frustrated could be a word, all of us, because we had those chances. It's hockey, man. And when you play like that and as hard as we did, you're going to win more than you lose.
Jim, at the end of the second, Trevor and Phil had that 2-on-1, and Trevor tries to go back to Phil and kind of breaks down. And it seemed like there's a lot of plays like that trying to make the extra pass. Is that frustrating to just watch from the bench? Is that a confidence issue, you think? What was going on with that? Just one too many passes, it felt like?
Yeah, just one too many passes. We thought Morsey should have shot it. If the pass gets through and Phil taps it in the back door, then you're saying, wow, what an incredible goal. So, you can't take that decision-making off the players. They have to play hockey and choose what's right in the situation. But sometimes when you are struggling, sometimes it's easier, or on a night like tonight where it was hard to find a goal, you don't want to pass too many up. And maybe that was one that we passed up.
I feel like there were a lot of pucks in and around the crease in the offensive zone. Is it maybe polish or just bearing down in those situations, or just kind of letting them go each way?
Yeah, right. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I know their goalie played well. Their team played really well. Again, it was a really good game. Their goalie played very well. Juice missed at the end. The goalie wasn't probably going to get that one. He just missed his shot. That can happen. It goes in. Everybody's happy, and like I said, hockey sometimes it just doesn't go your way. Tonight was one of those nights.
Did you have a conversation with the refs about the Denell high stick?
I did with the linesman, and the linesman came to check right away because if it was 4, he can call it. So when he saw no blood, he was out of it. He couldn't do anything. Sorry?
Did he slow the play down?
Yes, he went right away. He went to Phil right away looking for blood because if there's blood, he can call a double minor. As soon as he saw there was no blood, there's nothing he can do. So, right call was made.
In those tight games where you just can't get anything to go, is that where you're looking to kind of your top guys, your Kempes, Fiala, maybe even Copies, to just do something individually almost to break through for you?
Anyone, you know what I mean? But, typically the guys who score the most goals are the guys that come through in those occasions. They've come through plenty of times. I don't want to, there's nights that I'm really frustrated with how we've played and we didn't, it's hard to be disappointed with the guys tonight. They tried, it didn't go their way. We got to live with it and move on.
On maybe a more positive note, Jacob Moverari's second game in, you played him with Jordan Spence. Jordan Spence seemed to have one of his better games in the last few weeks or so. What did you think of him tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that pairing has been good. That's moved around a lot so far this year. But the two of them, the last two games, it seemed like Spenny settled himself a little bit, and I'd have to think that that Movari had a hand in that, and he himself has played really solid. So, yeah, that's a bright spot.